Let's begin. So come into Shavasana. Just let yourself be held by the earth, close the eyes, a totally comfortable place. Find comfort and ease, full relaxation of the body. There's nothing to do here. We're going to move a lot soon, so take this moment to rest. Our intention for the practice today, as you lie in Shavasana, comes from BKS Iyengar, who's one of the world's most prominent yoga teachers. And he says, change is not something that we should fear. Rather, it is something we should welcome. Without change, nothing in this world would ever grow or blossom, and no one would ever move forward to become the person they're meant to be. So it's a fact of life that we have impermanence. Nothing is permanent. Our relationship with ourselves, with others, with the earth, with the seasons. This pandemic has had a lot of uncertainty, a lot of changes. So just lying in your Shavasana, eyes closed, maybe placing one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. And noticing what that brings up for you, what that intention around change and impermanence means to you. And in Shavasana, let's begin with a pranayama of boxed breath. So you'll inhale for a count of 4, hold the breath for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and hold the breath for a count of 4. So just a simple breath retention. We'll do the first round on our own, then you'll do a few more, or we'll do the first round together and you'll do a few more on your own, and you can increase the count to 5, 6, 7 seconds. So everybody, let it go. And then inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, keep going, about 4 more rounds, maybe lengthen the inhales and the exhales and the pauses, but keeping them nice and even, smooth breath. Take one more round. And then just let that go. And from your Shavasana, take a full body stretch. Really reach through fingers, reach through toes, grow long, like you just woke up in the morning, stretching in your bed. And then roll over. And if you're using the playlist, go ahead, press play. Everybody, pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a loving hug. Rock and roll side to side gently. And then place your left palm to your left kneecap, right palm to right kneecap, and just let your arms be long. Head and neck are heavy on the mat. Your arms are long and your knees are just going away from you. Feel the stretch here. Take a full inhale. Complete exhale. This is a great pose for anti-anxiety anytime you need it. And then begin to circle the knees. Use your arms, bending the elbows, opposite directions, big circles of the knees, still holding onto the kneecaps, and switch directions. Warming up the hip joint. And then extend the arms long again, knees away from you. Just take another inhale here. And exhale, let the soles of your feet fall down towards the outside edge of your mat, or all the way on the outside of your mat. Knees are right above the ankles, feet wide, and start to let your knees float to the left and come through center to the right. Just breathing with your inhales and exhales, knees to the left, through center to the right. It can be as fast, as slow as you want. You can turn head and neck in opposition with the legs for a little more of a spinal rotation. Again, warming up the outer hip joints, the inner hip joints, inner and outer thighs. Finding either that Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose or your natural breath. And then pause and pull your knees to your chest. Hands to shins, start to rock and roll forward and back on your spine. Gathering enough momentum to plant the feet on the mat. Sitting up tall, hands to shins, lengthen the spine. Hands come behind the back. Spread through your fingers. Fingers can point wide or towards your glutes. And same motion, knees to the left, through center to the right. Continue to breathe. Continue to lift your chest, lift your heart. Crown of the head reaching to the sky. And then pause, extend your legs long, have a seat. Press your heels into the mat. Press your hands behind you. If you have blocks or anything creative, whatever's around you, it could be a water bottle, it could be books, it could be rocks, I don't know. You can use that for support in staff pose to really lengthen the spine, shoulders over the hips. Press your heels into the mat. Enough that your calves, your thighs, your kneecaps lift. Then keep pressing your left heel down and lift your right toes off the mat. Your whole right leg lifts, maybe just a millimeter, and release. Do the left side. So right heel presses, left toes lift, your whole left leg lifts and lower. One more each side. So right toes, right heel, right ankle, calf, lift off and lower. Left side, really engage, flex the toes to the face, left toes lift and lower. Nice work. Draw your right knee to your chest and start to straighten your right leg. And maybe there's a deep bend still. Lengthening your spine forward, continuing to find that length as you extend your hamstring, maybe straight, maybe staying bent. The beginning of the practice, the hamstrings might be tight. If you do have a strap or something, a towel here, you could always use that, but just lift through the chest. And then everybody bend your right knee, draw it back like a half happy baby, right knee towards the outside edge of your body, towards your armpit, half happy baby. Maybe your left hand cradles the foot and just kind of rocks open the hip a little more. And then right sole of foot steps outside the left thigh. Lengthen the chest and begin to twist to your right. Right hand behind spine. Left hand can hold the right leg or hook your left elbow. Inhale, find length through the crown of your head. Exhale to twist, bring out the spine. Exhale, unravel, little counter twist to the left. And extend your right leg long again. Shake out the legs. Let's do the other side. So draw your left knee in. Hold on to the sole of your foot or your ankle as you begin to straighten the leg. And maybe it stays bent deeply. Lift through the chest. Lift through the spine. Nice work. Maybe you find a little more length. This side may be different from the other. Just observe that. We're not symmetrical. Notice it feels easier or tighter. And then deeply bend your left knee and draw it back. Elbow bends. Half happy baby. Right hand can stay on your right hip. Or bring your right hand to your left leg and start to kind of cradle open that hip joint. Step left foot outside of right thigh. Lift the chest and start to twist to your left. Left hand behind the back. Right hand to left thigh. Inhale, find the length in the spine, and with that space, twist a little deeper. Exhale, unravel, counter twist to the right. Extend the legs, plant the feet, hands stay behind you. Really spread through the fingers, lift the hips, reverse tabletop. Squeeze the thighs together like there's a block between there. Let your head and your neck relax. Press through the soles of the feet, press through the palms. The knuckles lift, fingertips are clawing the earth. Exhale, slowly lower the hips. Forehead to knees, give yourself a big hug. Wrap your arms around your leg. And then one more time, plant the hands, either reverse tabletop or extend the legs, reverse plank. Inhale, hips up, head and neck release, heart and throat open. Full inhale. Exhale, slowly lower the tailbone back down. Bend the knees, come to all fours, tabletop position. Spread the fingers wide, index fingers face forward, hands shoulder width distance apart, knees hip width distance apart, shoulders, elbows, and wrists are stacked. Start to move into your cat-cow. You can always move onto your fists or forearms in the practice if your wrists are sensitive. So in your slow cat-cow, belly release, look up, maybe close the eyes, curl and round the spine, look towards navel. And exaggerate the motion. warming up the whole spine. Keep pressing the tops of the feet, the toenails into the mat. And then tuck your toes, hips high, down dog. Keep it moving, an active down dog. Bend left knee, bend right knee. And then pause, find stillness. One round of breath in your still downward facing dog. Keep wrapping the upper arm bones towards each other as if you could look into your armpits. Keep squaring the shoulders. And then look to your hands, lots of little steps. Tiptoe, forward fold, top of mat. Bend the knees generously. Bring your chest, your torso to your thighs. Maybe interlace your hands around your elbows. Shake your head yes and no. Figure eight your jaw, your tongue, relax the face. And then slowly release the hands one vertebra at a time. Roll your body to mountain pose, standing at the top of your mat as slow as you can. Slow it down, nice work. Roll all the way up. When you reach the top, inhale, shoulders squeeze up toward the ears. Exhale, back and down. Two more, use your breath. One more, inhale, shoulders up, back and down. Open the palms to the front of the room, roll the shoulders back. Reach the crown of the head higher, press through your feet. Feel strong in your mountain. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus, open the arms, really broaden the chest, little heart opener. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Right hand grabs the left wrist, reach tall through the left side body and start to tilt to your right. Crescent, side body stretch. Keep pressing evenly through right and left foot. Hips bump a little more to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open the arms, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift. Left hand to right wrist, grow tall, side body stretch to your left. Hips to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge over your body. Inhale, half lift. Hands brace the legs, long spine. Reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Plank pose. Just like table, and you can always lower the knees, shoulders over the wrists, heels pressing back behind you, thighs lifted. Everybody lower the knees, keep your toes tucked, hips towards heels, like a child's pose, but arms are active. Only the palms are pressing, your forearms are lifted, and then hips high, down dog. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, shift forward, shoulders over wrist, plank pose. Exhale, knees come down, toes stay as they are, hips back to heels, like child's, and hips high. Two more on your own. Maybe you stay in child's a little longer. Inhale, plank. Exhale, table variation with the toes tucked. Child's variation, down dog. Maybe move through it with your eyes closed. This is a great alternative to a vinyasa or to a chaturanga. In the practice, we'll go through that a lot of times, but this is a nice way to support your body. Down dog, everybody. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Bend your knees slightly, get your hips a little higher, and then feel your heels root back behind you towards the earth. And your knees can have a little bend to them anytime you're in down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Right knee towards your chest. Exhale, heel high. Keep going. Inhale, draw your right knee in. And exhale, lift your heel high. Keep going. Inhale, forward. Exhale with length. Two more. Moving with your breath, the pace of your inhales and exhales, which may be slower than mine. This time, step your right foot all the way forward between the hands. Maybe inch it to help it get there. Left knee comes down. You can double up the mat or use a pillow to support your knee. Anjaneyasana, low lunge, arms lift. Shoulders down the back. Left hip forward, right hip back, squaring off the hips. Spread through fingers. Keep relaxing shoulders down your back. Exhale, cactus arms, open and broaden the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, open arm twist. Really reach through your fingers. Imagine someone's pulling your left hand forward, your right hand back, broadening through the chest. Maybe look back to your right hand. Either stay here Right hand down your sacrum or your left leg, left hand reaches to the sky. Exalted. And then exhale, hands come inside your right leg. Start to walk towards the center of your mat. Come to your left heel, rotates in, so heels and toes out. You're kind of like a little wide frog, wide squat. Bring your hands to your thighs. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, right shoulder dip, steep shoulder stretch. Keep pressing through the outer edges of your right and left foot. Inhale through center. Exhale, left shoulder comes down, left arm, left hand is pressing into left thigh. Look to your right. Inhale, come through center. Walk your hands all the way to the left. Left toes point towards the back of your mat. Lower your, plant your hands and lift your left heel high. Three-legged down dog with the left leg lifted this time. Inhale, left knee draws towards chest. Exhale, left heel high. Keep going. One breath to movement. Inhale, forward. Exhale, leg long. Two more, moving with your breath. Next time, step left foot all the way through. Roll over your back knee, arms sweep up, low lunge. Keep squeezing your hips towards each other, legs towards each other. Your shin and your back foot press into the mat. Shoulders release down the back. Exhale, open up, cactus arms. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, open arm twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Keep spreading through your fingers. Keep drawing your rib cage in. Maybe look to your left hand, stay here, or left hand to the sacrum, or to your right leg, reach your right arm to the sky. Exhale, hands come inside the left foot. Start to walk yourself towards center, heels and toes out. This time stand all the way up, star pose. Reach through your fingers, maybe bump out your hips, shake it out a little bit. And then exhale, sink into a squat, horse or goddess. Bend your elbows like cactus and bring them towards your thighs, towards your knees. Get low. Inhale, lift all the way up to star. Exhale, goddess, squat, elbows come down. Inhale, lift. Two more. Bend your elbows, draw them towards your thighs. Inhale, lift. Last one, get low. Lift it up. Feel the space, the expansion in your body, and then cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step right foot to meet left, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower knees. Chest and chin, elbows stay close to the body. Untuck the toes, arms come wide, wider than your mat. Spider finger your hands, press into the toenails. Inhale, lift the heart. Cobra variation. Dip your right shoulder and look over the left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder and look over the right. Inhale, back to center, hands plant by the chest. Tuck toes downward, facing dog. Full rounded breath here. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Next, inhale, right leg high. Draw your right knee all the way forward. Step it between the hands or inch it forward. Right knee over ankle. Inhale, rise. High lunge. Option is stay in low lunge as always. High lunge, walk your right foot wider so you have a little better balance. Your feet are on train tracks rather than a tightrope. Reach your fingers. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Exhale, right hand down the right leg, left arm to the sky. Keep pressing your left heel away, lifting your left thigh, left leg is straight. Start to bend your left elbow and cross your left bicep over your right thigh. Connect the palms together, prayer twist, or fist out of the left bottom hand to find the leverage, a twist a little deeper. Keep rotating your spine to the right. And then unravel all the way to warrior two. So left heel down, left hand back, open wide. Take time to set up your stance. We're gonna be here for 5 rounds of breath. So maybe you walk it wider, track your right knee directly over your right ankle. Keep pressing out of your left heel. Spread through your fingers, shoulders down the back, shoulders directly over hips. Keep drawing your rib cage in. Either stay right here or take a little wrist stretch. So point your fingers to the sky and then exhale, point them to the earth. Keep going. Inhale, fingers up and exhale down. Great for all the typing, texting, carpal tunnel screen time. Flex and extend your fingers. Couple more. Stay with it in the legs. You're strong. You got this. And then find your traditional warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach forward, exhale, reverse warrior. Left hand comes down, left leg. Reach your right arm over your ear. Legs stay the same. Start to straighten front leg, reverse triangle. And then arms come to a T, hips to the left, triangle pose. Maybe you walk your back foot in, reach forward and down. Right hand can be on a block, on a water bottle, on your shin. Roll your left shoulder up, back. Keep reaching to the ceiling with, or to the sky with your left hand. Stacking your shoulders. You can always practice this on a wall. And then cartwheel hands to the mat, step back. Either knees, child's pose, dog, knees, chest, chin, or your chaturanga, shifting the weight into the toes. Exhale, lower to 90, halfway down with the elbows. Roll over the toes. Cobra or upward facing dog, roll the shoulder blades back, squeeze the shoulders together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Either 3 breaths in dog, take a child's pose, or we're gonna add on a little bit of shoulder work. So exhale, lower your forearms and your elbows. Keep squeezing your elbows together, lower them to the ground. And then inhale back to down dog. So legs stay the same, just the arms are moving, just the forearms. Exhale, lower forearms down. Keep squeezing elbows towards each other. Inhale, lift. Nice work, 2 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, really focus on squeezing those elbows, those upper arm bones towards each other as you lower and lift. Downward facing dog. Let's do the second side. Inhale, left leg high. Step all the way forward. High lunge or low lunge again. Inhale, arms rise. Draw your rib cage in. Relax shoulders down the back. Left knee over ankle. Press out of your right heel. Exhale, cactus arms, broaden the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist open. Right arm forward, left arm back. Exhale, left hand down, reach right arm up. Then bend your right elbow and cross it over the left thigh. I like making a fist out of my right hand to really find the leverage. It twists my spine. Again, you can always lower your back knee and take low lunge. If you have your back leg lifted, keep pressing out of your right heel. One more inhale to twist. Exhale, open to warrior two. Right arm reaches back, right heel comes down. Reach through your fingers. Shoulders directly over your hips. Left knee over the left ankle. We're staying here for a few breaths, so find the steadiness, but no, it's not permanent. No pose is permanent. We will change, but in this moment, focus on your warrior two. Either stay here with the hands or ball up your hands and make fists and just circle them in one direction and circle them in the other direction. Like working on those wrist muscles, forearms. And then release that traditional warrior. Spread through fingers, slip left palm, reach forward, reverse warrior. Reverse triangle, left leg straightens. Keep reaching for the side body stretch. Left hand reaches back. Inhale, arms up. Triangle, Trikonasana. Maybe walk your back foot in, hips to the right. Reach forward and down. Roll the right shoulder back. Imagine you're pressing against a wall or another hand with your top arm. Cartwheel hands to the mat. Step back. Option for Vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. From down dog, 3 breaths, dog, child's, or again, a few rounds of lowering the forearms, squeezing them towards each other. And inhale, lift. One or two more, lower the forearms and lift. Down dog. Bend the knees, look to your hands. On your exhale, walk or as quietly as you can. Hop, float forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, long spine. Exhale, release, let it go. Inhale, arms all the way up. Palms press, pull it into prayer at your heart. Hands to heart, close the eyes, take an inhale. Exhale, let that go. Toes together, heels apart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. Sweep your arms back. Sit low. Not here for long. Sweep it back up. Keep going. Sweep the arms back. Sink low. Inhale, lift. 3 more. Use your breath. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, sweep it up. 1 more. Inhale, sweep. Hands to hips. Left foot stays forward. Step your right foot back, preparing for pyramid pose. So you know how much space you may need, and you'll adjust it as you wish for your hamstrings. So hands on the hips, keep dialing left hip back, right hip forward. Reach forward and start to bring your chest, your torso down as your chest and forward looks forward, folding over your left leg. Deep hamstring stretch. So I encourage you to use any props available to you if you need it. You can keep the hands on the hips to keep drawing left hip back, right hip forward, or hands to your left shin. Or another option here, stay or bend your left leg, hands plant in front, lift your right heel, and then bend both knees, tap your toes, and lift. 2 more, just play with kind of bouncing your right foot off the mat. This is like a good preparation for a handstand. Don't worry, we're not going there. Unless you want. Okay, pyramid pose. Hands plant, step both feet to the back of the mat, plank pose. Either lower your knees or lift your right heel. Start to circle your right leg. Tiny little circles in one direction. You got it. Switch direction. And lower that leg. Lift your left toes. Little circles. Switch directions. And lower. Either vinyasa or straight to down dog. Always the invitation to take a child's pose, to rest, to listen to your body in this moment, which is different from any other yoga practice you've done yesterday, today, tomorrow. It's going to be different. Always changing. Bend the knees, look to your hands, step or hop all the way forward, land soft. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, root through your feet, rise to stand, palms press, pull it into your heart. Toes together, heels apart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair, sink. Inhale, lift. Keep going, just sweep it back, sweep it forward. Swift little chairs, maybe 2 more. Next time you're lifted, hands to the hips, left foot steps back, maybe just halfway. Lift the chest, start to fold forward. Long spine, long torso. Look in front of you as you fold. And take any variations that work for you on this side. Again, this side may be very different from the others, so honor that. Let your head, let your neck relax. That weight will carry you further into the stretch. Maybe bend your right knee, plant the fingertips, lift your left heel, and then bend both knees to tap your toes. Just an option for more dynamic movement. And then let's all pause, hands plant, step back, plank pose. This time, lift your left toes, draw your left knee wide towards your left elbow, and then step it back down. Right toes lift, do the same thing on the right side, kind of like a frog leg out wide. Keep going and look towards your leg as it's happening to engage the obliques. Nice work. You got this. Press through the palms. Stay strong. One more each side. And plank pose, down dog. Hips high. Start to slowly as you can bend your knees to a hovering tabletop. So knees and shins are just hovering an inch or two off the earth. 3 breaths. See if you can find breaths as smooth as the breaths you started the practice with. Calm the nervous system. Keep hovering, you can do it. And then everybody lower the knees, cat-cow. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, curl and round. Start to incorporate some side cat-cow. So hips to the right, look to your right hip. Come through center, look to your left, left hip bumps out. Maybe combine those motions or find organic movements in the torso, hula hooping the spine. Close the eyes. 2 more breaths. And let's all find tabletop. Lower the forearms down. Grab onto biceps and triceps and then replant your forearms down. So your wrists and your elbows should be parallel. Your elbows are going to want to keep creeping out away from you, but keep your elbows right under your shoulders and in line with your wrists. Tuck toes, inhale, hips high, dolphin pose. This can be an intense shoulder opener, so you can stay right here, or you can walk your toes closer towards your elbows for even more intensity. Another option, toes together, inhale, lift one heel high. And then lower that leg and lift the other leg high. Don't forget to breathe. And then leg comes down. Stay for 2 more breaths. We're all going to come into child's pose. If you need to go there early, go for it. You can stick with me for 1 more breath. Knees wide. Toes kiss together, forehead connects to the mat, arms long. Child's pose. Hips closer to the heels. Start to rock your forehead to the left, rock your forehead to the right. Move your hips side to side. And then walk your hands back to your knees. Roll over to come to a seat. Find butterfly pose. So soles of the feet together, knees wide, hands to shins or ankles, lift the chest. The closer your heels are to your body, the more intense the stretch. The further your feet are away, the bigger the diamond is. A little bit less intense, so you choose. 1 more inhale. And then let's all roll onto our back. We have some core. Favorite part of practice, I know. Here we go. Our core is so important for everything. Interlace your hands behind your head just as a little basket. You're not going to yank your head. You're going to keep space between chin and chest. Knees stay wide, soles of feet together. Inhale, lift the shoulder blades up, elbows wide. Exhale, lower. It's a simple crunch with butterfly legs. Keep going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep drawing your tailbone up so that your lower back is pressing into the earth. Feel the imprint of your lower back in the earth. Two more. And then release. This time, toes to the sky. We're going to do a reverse crunch. So just lift your feet higher to the ceiling or to the sky, and your hips lift off. It's a subtle movement. Your hips might not move much, but you will start to feel it. Upper body is totally relaxed. Face, jaw, brow. Let that go. Maybe smile. Last three, keep lifting, 2 and 1. And then toes together, soles of the feet together, knees wide, butterfly pose. Interlace the hands behind your head. Same thing, start to lift shoulders and lower. Lift and lower. This time, press your feet together. Maybe your feet lift off the mat. And now either stay here or we're adding on. Bring your elbows towards knees, knees towards elbows. See if you can keep your toes connected and extend. Keep toes and feet touching if that's possible. Maybe there's some space. Elbows draw towards knees and thighs, and release. One more. Let it go. One hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Take an inhale. Sigh it out. And then toes to the sky. Either the same thing, just lower and lift, or we're gonna add a leg lower lift. So lift the hips up and then right toes lower long to the earth, hovering, and rise them back up. Hips lift, left toes lower and hover. One more each side. And then draw the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze. We're not quite done, almost there. Knees wide. You could just stay in your reclined Baddha Konasana butterfly, hand to belly, hand to heart, and breathe if that works for you. If you're adding on with me, joining on more core, a little bit of obliques, hands behind head, shoulder blades lift. Legs stay the same this time. Just your right elbow shifts to the right. So your torso shifts to the right, back to center. Left elbow, torso shifts to the left, back to center. Moving side to side with your torso and your upper body. Shoulders are lifted. Feeling those obliques engage as your elbows reach towards thighs for 3, for 2, for 1. Let it go. Toes to the sky. Shake out those legs. Here we go. Lift the hips. Lower both legs to hover. Lift hips. Lift legs and hips. Lower, hover, and release. Nice work, everybody. Full body stretch. Squeeze everything longer. Lift your thighs. Lift your glutes. Just the heels and the shoulder blades are touching. And then give yourself a big hug. Start to rock and roll forward and back. Eventually making your way to forward fold at the top of the mat, using your hands or not to get there. Bend your right knee deeply, right hand down, reach your left arm up, forward fold with a twist. Exhale, left hand down, left knee bends, reach your right arm to the sky. And release, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus, open the arms. Inhale, lift. Left hand to right wrist, reach tall, side bend, side body stretch to the left. Start to pour all the weight into your left toes. Right toes lift off the earth. Open up your arms, balancing star. Maybe you fall or wobble. And then come back down. Exhale, cactus, open the arms. Inhale, arms lift, second side. Right hand to left wrist, grow tall. Side bend to your right, hips to the left. Right toes, your base now. Pour the weight there. Left toes lift. Open up the arms, balancing star. Back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Draw your right knee towards your right elbow and then down to the right wrist. Cross the body to the left wrist, left elbow. You're drawing a little box. Let's do part of that again. So to the right, right wrist, left wrist. Start to straighten your right leg and lower the outside edge of your right foot. It's like a fallen star, but your palms are still pressing into the earth, strong through your arms. Option to take a little push up here, lowering the elbows and lifting. And then everybody lower your hips to the earth. It's gonna feel a little awkward. Your body starts to twist to the left, but see if you can square your shoulders off back to center. Extend your right leg as straight as it can go. Extend your left leg as straight as it can go. Lift the chest, then maybe lower to forearms, to a block. Forehead all the way down, just 2 breaths here. It's kind of a unique stretch, so if you're not sure if you're doing it right, it's all good. Whatever you're doing is right. You're in the right place. Just breathe for one more inhale. Press back into your palms, tuck your left toes, shoot your right heel all the way high. 3-legged dog, bend right knee, open it up. Scorpion dog, fire hydrant pose, maybe flip the dog. Re-extend your right leg long. Step right foot all the way forward, warrior one. Left heel comes down, 45 degrees, arms up. Hips and shoulders are squaring forward. Right knee over ankle, and then exhale, open wide, warrior two. We won't be here as long this time. Either come into triangle or half moon. So straighten your front leg, tilting, or left hand can come to hip. Again, great place to use a block, a water bottle, or come to the wall, letting your wall rest on the back. Option to reach left fingers to the sky. Keep flexing your left toes to your face. Left heel reaches further behind you. And then everybody, left hand comes down, standing splits, left toes point the earth, squaring the hips off. From here, Shiva squat, both knees bend, left knee comes behind the right calf. Exhale, left heel long. One more, Shiva squat, get low, you got this. Exhale, extend left leg long. This time, come all the way down, Shiva squat. Your left shin, your left knee comes outside the right leg, have a seat. So right leg is crossed over left thigh, lift the chest and twist to the right, seated spinal twist. Exhale, unravel to the left. Bring your feet out in front of you and come into a squat at the top of your mat. So feet are wide, heels can be lifted or lowered. Palms pressed, use the elbows to press the thighs away, really lengthen through the heart and the chest. Beautiful. Option to stay here, take extended arms, open arm twist, binds with your hands or half bind, or moving into crow. So if you know crow, go right for it. I'll talk you through it. Some fun ways to practice crow is to stand on blocks, and you can't see them because they're both black. Stand on blocks so that you're a little higher, and that will help you get into it. It can also be scary, so if you do have a sweatshirt or a pillow as a little crash pad, you could use that. So spread the fingers wide, high tend the floor, chaturanga arms, draw your elbows towards each other like we did in those forearm push-ups and our dolphin pose. Biceps and triceps are what hold your knees and your thighs. Look forward, lean and tilt further forward than you think. Draw your toes together like we did in that core work. We're all gonna meet back in down dog. So however you wanna get there, maybe you play with shooting your legs back, Vinyasa or not, to downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath, close the eyes. Inhale fully, and exhale audibly, let it go. 2 more, inhale, side out. Beautiful, 1 more. Release it. Second side, left leg high. Left knee, left elbow. Left knee down to the wrist. Cross the body to the right wrist. Right elbow. Back to the left. Start to draw the box again. When your left knee comes towards the right, start to straighten your left leg wide. Left outside edge of foot steps down. Press the palms away. Lift. Lift up. Maybe push up here. And then hips come down. So it's kind of like a weird scissors on the floor. Extend your right leg back. Your body might want to turn to the right. See if you can straighten your left leg a little more to the right. Twist back to the left to square off the shoulders. Maybe come to forearms. Maybe head comes all the way down. Just 2 breaths here. I know it might feel awkward. See if you can sit with this for 1 more inhale. And then press into the palms. Extend your left leg all the way back. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Stack your shoulders, or stack your hips. Maybe flip your dog. Keep pressing evenly through left and right hand to square your shoulders. And then re-extend your left leg long. 3-legged dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior 1. Right heel comes down. Arms alongside the ears. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Triangle or half moon. Shift the weight forward and down. If you're balancing in your half moon, You can play with letting your left fingers reach off the earth. Keep rolling your hips back so your hips are stacking, shoulders are stacking. Everybody standing split, so right hand comes down, left knee can bend a lot or a little. Right toes face the earth. Shiva squat, both knees bend, right knee comes behind the left calf. Exhale, straighten the legs. Standing splits, one more Shiva squat, get low. Exhale, press your right heel away. This time, from your Shiva squat, come all the way to a seat. So lay your right shin down, hips down, heart lifts, and then begin to twist to your left. Really detoxifying. Be sure to hydrate after practice. Exhale, unravel to the right. Plant your feet in front of you and come into your squat. Either stay in your squat, play with those twists, those binds, or practice crow again. We're gonna meet back in down dog. So if you wanna go there and skip these arm balances, if your wrists are feeling tired, you could also do a baby crow from your forearms if it's too much on your wrists. For me, it feels harder, but it's kind of fun to play with. Let's all meet in down dog. Inhale fully. Exhale, let it go. Another breath. Crow is not something that comes at your first practice probably, so if you just lifted one toe off the earth or the other toe off the earth, that's amazing, that's crow pose. Whatever you did, feel proud of your practice. Everybody slowly lower your knees and your shins to hovering tabletop. Stay with me or come right down to table. 2 more breaths. Keep it hovering, steady the breath. Lower the knees, cat-cow. Find tabletop, and then lay yourself all the way onto your belly. Interlace your hands behind your chest. Keep your toes on the earth. Inhale, lift your heart. Reach your knuckles away from you. One more inhale, lift higher. Exhale, slowly roll all the way down. Plant your hands by your chest. Tuck your toes. Press up to plank. Nice work. Slowly as you can, lower your plank all the way to the earth. Slow down onto your belly. This time, arms reach forward over your head. Inhale, lift all your extremities. Arms lift, legs lift. If that's too much for your lower back, lower your feet back down. Just lift the arms. Exhale, cactus the arms. Bend the elbows towards the body. Inhale, reach forward. 2 more. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. 1 more. Inhale, extend. Lower all the way down. Hands by your chest, tuck toes. Press to plank. It's like a reverse push-up. Nice work. Lower yourself all the way down onto the belly. This time, reach your right arm away from you like a T. Right arm long to the right. Bend your left knee. Left hand stays by your chest. Start to roll your whole body to the right. It's called can opener pose. Your left leg's gonna reach behind you. Maybe your left foot plants, left knee to the sky. Let your right ear rest. A deep shoulder stretch. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Roll your body back to center. Left arm reaches long away from you towards the left. Right hand plants by your chest. Right knee bends, sole of the foot to the sky, and then start to roll all the way into your left shoulder, turning your left ear to the mat. Reach your right toes away from you. Can opener pose. Maybe the sole of your foot plants. And exhale, come back to center, laying on your belly, hands alongside the chest. Just take 1 breath of a belly down Shavasana. When you're ready, plant the hands, make your way to down dog, either through a Vinyasa or through a child's. Final standing series, and then we're on the ground on our backs. Here we go, right leg high. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, torso forward, arms back, airplane arms. Press into your right leg lifts, one-legged mountain, arms rise. Reach your right arm forward, left arm back, open arm twist. And then press your left heel back. Another way to get into your half moon. Right hand comes down, left hand to the sky. Half moon. See if you can find the balance, lifting your left fingers higher to the sky. And then step your left foot as far to the back of the mat, star pose. Toes in, or heels and toes are parallel. Hands to the hips. Prasarita, wide leg forward fold. Let your head and your neck be heavy. Shift more weight into your toes, out of your heels. Just let this be restorative. 3 breaths here. Any variation with the arms. You can walk your feet wider away from you. You can get your hips over your heels even more. And then inhale for a half lift. Start to walk yourself to the back of the mat. So fingers start to frame the left foot turns to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge. Inhale, arms up, high lunge. This time your left foot is forward. Exhale, sweep the arms back, airplane. Press into your left leg, right knee lifts. One-legged mountain, left arm forward, right arm back. Find the twist, find the balance, and then half moon. Left hand down, right heel back. Beautiful. Start to lift your left fingers, reach your right fingers higher to the sky, step it back, star pose, shake out your hips, let it go. Move your arms around, and then cartwheel for your final vinyasa, or skip it, just meeting in a downward facing dog, the final down dog of the practice. From here, bend the knees, step or hop all the way forward. Come onto your back. Plant the feet. We're setting up for bridge pose. So use your fingers to tickle your heels. Inhale, hips rise. Imagine you're squeezing a block between the thighs. Lift your hips a little higher. Either stay right here or walk your left foot more towards middle. Reach your right toes to the sky. Lower your right thigh in line with the left. Draw your right knee into your chest. And exhale, press your heel away. One more, right knee to chest. Figure 4, right ankle over left thigh. Hips lift and then slowly lower your sacrum down. Either stay here if this is enough of a stretch for you, or find pigeon on your back, lifting your left knee, holding underneath your left thigh or on your left shin. Press your right thigh away from you, your right knee away from you. Pigeon on the back, upper body can relax, shoulders relax. You can roll your ankle around. And then release the hands. Maybe cross your right leg all the way over the left leg. Hips to the right, legs float to the left for a spinal twist. Gaze to your right. If the twist is too much with your legs crossed, just stack one leg on top of the other. Close the eyes. Start to unravel. Let your left leg be long. Draw your right knee into your chest. Half happy baby. Left hand can coax the left hip down or just release it by your side. Sole of the foot to the ceiling. Right hand drawing your right leg down. Right foot pressing up to the sky. And then release your right leg alongside your left. Just notice how your body feels between sides. Take a deep inhale. And a cleansing exhale. And then plant your feet for bridge pose. Inhale, hips rise. Walk your right foot more towards center, or just stay in traditional bridge. Left foot to the sky. Lower your left leg enough that your left and your right thigh are in line. Hips lifted. Left knee draws into the chest. Exhale, left leg goes long. Draw your left knee in again. Cross left ankle over right thigh for figure four. Lift the hips. And then slowly lower the hips. Either stay here or pigeon on your back. Roll your right ankle around. Press your left knee further away from you. Close the eyes. And then release the hands. Left leg can come all the way over right thigh. Pump your hips to the left to create space for your spinal twist. So knees to the right. Look to your left to close the eyes. Again, you can just stack left knee on top of the right instead of twisting the legs. And then inhale, come back to center. Right leg long, half happy baby, left leg, sole of the foot to the sky. Draw your left knee outside your left rib cage. Right hand can be on your right hip, encouraging it to the earth or just alongside you. And then let's find a full happy baby. Draw both legs in. Draw your sacrum closer to the earth. Maybe rock and roll on your sacrum, a lower back massage. Flutter the lips, sigh it out. Let go of anything you need. Our final pose as practice, of the practice until our most important resting posture. So give yourself a big hug, forehead to knees. And then let's all open up wide. Take up as much space as you need. Be here in your corpse pose for a few minutes of rest. There's nothing to do here, but integrate all the benefits of the practice, all the work you've done. You can place one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, or let your palms be up, receptive. Maybe bring your shoulder blades a little further underneath you. But just close the eyes and find stillness and silence. I'll guide you out when it's time. Please don't skip the practice, even if you have to go take a short Shavasana. If you do have the gift of time, you can stay for an even more extended Shavasana. If you're ready to move on with your day, with your morning, slowly wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, find subtle movement to your extremities as tenderly as you can, and pull one knee into the chest and the other, giving yourself a loving embrace. Eventually roll to the right side and pause in the fetal position using your arms as a pillow. Stay here for a breath. Keep the eyes closed, keep the eyes soft. Eventually make your way to a comfortable seated position. I'll read a final quote and we'll close the class together with a collective breath. Being human is not hard because you're doing it wrong. It's hard because you're doing it right. You will never change the fact that being human is hard, so you must change your idea that it was ever supposed to be easy. By Glennon Doyle. Bring your hands to your heart if that resonates with you. Exhale, let everything go. Then inhale fully. And exhale, let it out. Thank you all so much for sharing this practice with me. Really appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful, amazing rest of your Thursday, and I'll see you back here next Thursday, same time, same place. If you want